Hey, what's up, guys? I wasn't planning on releasing any videos this evening, but the wife's gone and the young fella's gone. I think what I'll do, I was working on this video here about a month ago and I completely abandoned it. I just didn't have enough coverage for it to have good flow. It's still a good video to show. The whole idea is for tree removal. Usually we can remove the tree safely, regardless of obstacles around. But sometimes it's just easiest to take the wire out. The communication lines, cable coax, triplex, whatever's in the way, completely strip it down out of the way, drop the tree, and string those lines back up. It's certainly not the preferred method. It does take usually a lot of time, but it's better than dropping a tree and ripping the person's fiber op out of the house along with some of their siding. Alright, so we got this tree broke right over top of the loop. Now, here's a better angle here. A lot of times we're able to cut the butt and yank it that way, and then the top will come away from the lines. But now on this one here, there's not a whole lot of room to drop it in between that pine tree. So what we're gonna do, get the truck set up on the road, we're gonna disconnect the triplex as well as the coax and the fiber optic lines. We're gonna lower everything right down to the ground. And then that should be pretty easy cut once we do that. So first thing I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go pop that meter off, take the load off while my partner cuts the triplex on that transformer pole. Alright, so we got that load removed there now. It'll make his life a little bit easier. Getting that triplex cut apart there. Yep. Alright, so we got the wire all on the ground here now. Something to watch out for is which side. You can see I've got the triplex on the left side of the communication wires. So when we pull that back up, you don't want to pull it on the other side. They'll all get knotted up. But we're going to drop those communication wires here as well. So I think the plan of attack where this tree is pretty well almost straight up at the moment. We're going to cut it at the butt. The butt's going to kick down on the ground over to the right a little bit. Usually we'll take a few more chunks off, but in this case I think what we'll do once we cut it at the butt is drag it back towards the truck, and then the top will free itself from that pine tree. Shouldn't take us long at all. So we're also going to be using the pole saw to cut this. It'll keep us away from the danger zone of that tree while we're working, and we won't have to worry about putting on our chainsaw chaps or boots or anything. So we're going to have lots of clearance from the blades. I don't think we're going to need the rope after all. There she comes. Beauty. All right. Let's get that stuff back up in the air. Alright, we got a new wedge clamp right back in the exact same spot. Gonna keep the same sag. We'll hook his hand line right into that guy. Alright, just gonna put the come-alongs on her. He's got her. Alright, so what he's doing now, he's going to energize that triplex first. We get it all sagged up. We'll get that energized. I'll go put the meter back on. That'll restore the customer's power. And then we'll pull up that fiber op and that coax. We'll hook those back up. So when hooking up these services, since the meter is off, it doesn't really matter which order you hook stuff up in. If that meter was on and the customer's breaker was on, you absolutely have to hook up your neutral first. Otherwise, you could cause damage to the customer's equipment. So regardless if the meter's on or not, it's good practice to always hook up your neutral first and then it's picking up. Other than what some guys will say is the two hots, they're insulated, they're covered wire, and the neutral is not. So while you're working with a live wire, sometimes it's easiest to bend that neutral out of the way, gives you a little bit more room to work. However, if you do that method, you have to make absolute sure that the meter is off or the transformer is off. So I'm gonna go get that coax wire, pull that up next, and then while he's pulling that up, I'll go slap that meter on the house. This fiber stuff here, you gotta be real careful. Any more than about that of a bend, and you'll break the fiber inside, and it'll affect the customer service or get rid of it altogether. So you want to be real careful that you don't damage this stuff. All right, so we've got the meter back on now, power's back on to the house. We got the fiber back up in the air. Now we're gonna work on the coax. Just had a call from my young fella, and anyone that's involved in any way, shape, or form with line work or storm restoration and many other trades will know that you miss a lot of time with your family. So we're quite spoiled in this day and age compared to our ancestors in the way that we can video chat our family from just about anywhere. Alright, that's it, that's all. He's just up in the air there now, hooking up that fiber and that coax. Power's back on, we got the meter back on. We were here for almost an hour. So we'll just complete the call, finish our field report here. We're just heading down to the cable line. A little lower on the pole down at the communication lines there. It's gonna hook that stuff back up. Made removing that tree a heck of a lot easier, taking all that stuff down. So that's just another method in removing danger trees. It's not one of my preferred methods. It takes quite a while oftentimes to drop all the wires to the ground, especially if you're getting into communication lines and stuff. So we're gonna wrap her up. A little bit of wind out there, no other calls yet, but I'm sure something will come through before the end of the night. Thanks for stopping in. As always, guys, don't forget to let me know where you're watching from, and see you next time. Oh, and one more thing, guys. I kind of had a little bit of a personal goal. I wanted to try and hit 50,000 subs by the end of 2021. I'm close. I'm at 44,000 and some, I think, but not quite there. Doesn't look like I'm quite going to hit my goal. But if you're watching this right now and you're not subscribed and you want to help out, hit the subscribe button, and that puts me one sub closer to 50,000. Cheers, guys.